ago of how my original Maid of Honor
Try
was supposed
10.
to be. So I was about 10, so we're gonna play it.
Oh, my precious Faith, I'm married you.
Oh, hold on just a second.
Faith.
I'm gonna pull this back.
Faith. Oh, my precious Faith, you're married to Sprouting. My Faith. We always fought and angry at each other, but at the end we laughed, ha ha ha. And then I think to myself, oh Faith, you're leaving. Oh Faith. You have somebody else to try to kiss, even though I didn't want to kiss you, but you have somebody who's willing to. Oh Faith, your awkward hugs always scared me, but your husband must love it because you guys are getting married. Oh Faith. Oh yeah.
You forgot to toast me.
We should all toast to Faith, with the non-wine.
With the non-wine.
I don't know how I'm gonna top that.
Let's go.
But good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Hope, Faith's little sister, and I have the absolute honor of being Faith's Maid of Honor today. Faith and I have been dreaming and planning for this day ever since we were little. From talking about wedding dresses, first dances, the flavor of our cakes, we really thought we had it all figured out at 10 and 14. Back then, it was just fun fairy tales, but standing here now and watching her actually become a wife is a little bittersweet. Not just because she's marrying Chris, we love Chris, but because she's no longer just my Faith Huntley. She's now Mrs. Faith Booyer. And while I'm so happy for her, I can't help but feel a little tug on my heart seeing my best friend step into her new chapter. I can remember when I was younger, sitting on a school bus having a panic attack because I was scared to go to school, and Faith was a couple seats back sitting next to a boy she thought was cute. And instead of her continuing to flirt with him, she chose to sit by me and pray with me and tell me everything would be okay. Although she was a little irritated at the time that she couldn't sit next to the boy, she now thanks me because she didn't end up with him. She ended up with Chris. If anyone here knows Faith, you know she's incredibly hilarious. And you probably have a million funny stories about Faith, just like I do. And know that she has a really big imagination. When Faith and I were younger, she used to dress up as Jerry, also known as my first boyfriend. And boy, can I tell you, Jerry was the best boyfriend ever. Faith was so good at being Jerry that she had to make up a whole story on how he died, so I quit believing that he was real. And of course, the story about how he died was the most dramatic thing you could ever think of. But we won't get into that today. Faith has always been so pure. Not just about physical boundaries, but she's also pure in her heart. The way she loves people and demonstrates God's love is so encouraging to others. She gives people hope and ambition to live out how Jesus wants us to live. She's a wonderful youth leader, school teacher, and big sister. Faith has always had very high standards, and Chris somehow was able to measure up to all those standards. One of my first encounters with Chris was when he was giving my family and I a tour of his bus, and I saw a shovel, and I said, "Hey, what's that for?" He said, "Well, I use it to dig up holes and poop in it." From that moment, I knew that he could match Faith's out-of-pocket habits. Chris is the only man Faith has ever been giddy about. If there's any advice, he treats her with so much kindness, and he loves her like Christ loves the church. Chris, if there's any advice I could give you on how to handle Faith, it would be just not to make her angry, because she has the Huntley temper. But since that's almost impossible to not do, then I suggest just being gentle and loving with her, which you already are, so you have nothing to worry about. Take care of my Faith. Buy her as many coffees as she needs. Faith, you've always been my protector, my partner in crime, my prayer warrior, and my absolute best friend. Watching you find someone who matches your heart, your humor, and your holiness has been a gift. Chris, you're officially part of the family now, but honestly, you felt like it for a while. Thank you for loving Faith the way she deserves to be loved, with gentleness, joy, and so much patience. You two are a reminder that real love is Christ-centered, silly, and sacrificial. So here's to a lifetime of coffee runs, shovel jokes, giggles over nothing, and love that keeps growing. I love you both so much. Let's raise a glass to Faith and Chris, the perfect pair of weirdos.